Oh my gosh, someone stopped this kid from posting on TikTok. He's doing the Macarena and the timeline's collapsing.
Sub-historical normies. I'm about to alter the entire timeline of World War II unless you can stop me.
He's going to turn history into a dumpster fire. Project World War II is a go. Where are we? This doesn't look like Cancun.
Check out the vintage vibes. This is like ultimate throwback Thursday.
Focus, people. Good neighbor policy. America's trying to be cool with Latin America, like when you let your younger sibling tag along to your party, but you secretly hope they don't embarrass you too much.
The neighbor policy was implemented from the 30s to 40s by Roosevelt and included non-intervention in Latin America affairs, respect for sovereignty, promotion of economic and cultural cooperation, and shift from military intervention.
What in the name of flappers are you hooligans doing?
Sorry, sir, we were just leaving.
Yo, what's up, Italy? Who's ready to get this party started? Who's ready for some historical knowledge bombs?
Boom! Guys, put the mic down. You're gonna cause an international incident.
The Rome-Berlin Axis was a 1936 alliance between Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy led by Hitler and Mussolini. It promoted military cooperation, expansionism, and contributed to the outbreak of World War II.
The Rome-Berlin Axis symbolizes the growing threat of fascism in Europe.
Kim's not here. On to the next year we go.
America was all about staying out of the war. No weapons, no loans, no drama. Like when you try to avoid your ex at a party.
But sometimes you gotta get messy. Baby oil makes everything more fun.
The Neutrality Acts aimed to keep the U.S. out of foreign conflicts by banning arms sales and restricting travel in war zones. They were modified in 1939 to allow arms sales to allied nations.
The Neutrality Acts highlight America's initial reluctance to get involved in the brewing conflict.
Ha ha, losers. I wasn't starting with the Neutrality Acts. I'm in the era of appeasement.
Appeasement is giving concessions to an aggressive power to avoid conflict. Britain's policy towards Nazi Germany in the 1930s is a notable example, but it failed to prevent the World War II.
The policy of appeasement highlights the dangers of giving into aggressive powers.
You thought I was being serious? Why would I tell you which part of the World War II timeline I'm going to mess up so you could stop me? A hint for you, though, is I'm going to Hawaii next. Good luck catching me here.
Pearl Harbor was a surprise Japanese attack on the U.S. naval base in Hawaii on December 7, 1941. It killed 2,403 Americans, damaged or sunk 8 battleships, and led to the United States entering World War II, ending its isolation of them.
Quick, let's go to some shelter.
I think we accidentally went back a little bit to the Lindley spill instead.
Alright, peeps, let's break this down. Lend-Lease America basically said, we got you, allies. We supplied them with food, oil, and material. Tanks, planes, you name it. Without officially joining the war, it was like giving your friends your Netflix password, but hoping they don't binge watch everything at once and crash the internet. This act was like very helpful to the war effort.
Lend-Lease Bill of 1941 allowed the U.S. to supply allies with war materials without entering World War II. It provided $50.1 billion in aid, mainly to the UK and USSR, supporting the Allied war effort.
Eagle, Coyote, did I just ask for directions to a surf shop in Navajo?
What are you guys talking about?
The Navajo Code Talkers have used their native language to create an unbreakable code for U.S. military in the Pacific. The code was never broken, and it helped win so many battles. What is more, the code also had the rogue agent stumped.
This wasn't easy, guys. I tried to speak the language. It might be the worst language to speak. They're a beacon of ingenuity. Who would have known that it was going to be their language?
The Women's Army Corps, WAC, and Women Accepted for Volunteer Emergency Service, WAVES, opened up opportunities for women like never before.
It has a lot of pros to be added in because the women also did a lot more than people let on. They helped drive these cars to help with transportation.
Well, obviously, you women aren't strong enough to stop me. Find me in France, losers.
Welcome to France. The weather's great. The scenery's, well, let's just say the welcome committee is a bit aggressive. The Allied invasion of Normandy on June 6, 1944 D-Day, this began when they hit the beaches.
D-Day was the massive Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied France. 150,000 plus troops landed on Normandy beaches, making a turning point in World War II and leading to Germany's defeat.
Guys, can we try to focus? I hate this whole place. I'd rather be anywhere else.
The Battle of Midway was a decisive U.S. naval victory over Japan in World War II. U.S. forces sank 4 Japanese carriers, halting Japanese Pacific expansion and marking a turning point in the war. When I said anywhere, I did not mean into another battle.
Lucky for you, I'm cooking something up in the lab instead.
Oh my gosh, can we get some of this, Kennedy? Can we
No,
get some
put
of
it
this?
down!
Mama, it burned.
Put it down!
Mama, it burned.
The Manhattan Project was a secret U.S. program to develop atomic bombs during World War II. It resulted in the bombs being dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, ending the war and starting the nuclear age.
I'll help you guys out with this part. Speaking of Japan, Japanese American internment was another thing that came about as a result of this war. Maybe I can change that to see how much of an impact that had.
Japanese internment was a forced relocation and incarceration of about 120,000 Japanese Americans during World War II. Authorized by President Roosevelt, it affected both U.S. citizens and non-U.S. citizens on the West Coast and is now recognized as a civil rights violation.
That was so sad. I know, right?
I will always remember.
The SARA program was a U.S. initiative allowing Mexican workers to temporarily work in the U.S., mainly agriculture. It addressed labor shortages, involved over 4.5 million workers, and significantly impacted U.S.-Mexico relations and immigration patterns.
Why are you guys back in 1942? You guys aren't fast enough to stop me from doing anything. So I decided to just do something about the end of World War II.
Up, world leaders. Sorry to interrupt, but we just want to make sure everything's going according to plan. Hey, you guys seem a little stressed on. Want to talk?
The Potsdam Conference was a meeting of Allied leaders to decide post-World War II plans. The divided Germany set reparations and demanded Japan's surrender, setting the stage for the Cold War.
HA's go on. Nice catch here. Not my name, quarterback.
So basically, the war was over and the agent never came back.